Welcome to Schedule Anywhere. This video will show you how to set up shifts, shift tags, and explanations. Before shifts, shift tags, and explanations can be assigned to employees on the schedule, they must first be defined. If you need to modify a shift's start or end time, you can do this after the shift has been assigned to an employee. Shifts are schedule specific and defined by going to Setup, Shifts, and clicking the Add New Shift button. Each shift must have a name, abbreviation, and a start and end time. Shift names and abbreviations must be unique to each schedule. The shift name can be anything you'd like, such as a shift start and end time, a description like day, evening, night, or something generic like shift 1, shift 2, shift 3. In this example, the shift will be named day, and the abbreviation will be D. Abbreviations are used in the 14, 28, and 42-day views. Each shift must have a start and end time and, if needed, a break length. Break length is subtracted from the overall length of a shift. For example, if your employee takes an hour break, but you don't want that hour counted towards the total hours scheduled, you would enter a break length of 60 minutes. Schedule Anywhere will then calculate the shift length as 7 hours instead of 8. You can choose how you want this shift displayed. Assign a color and enter a description if needed. Click the Save button when finished. If you want to indicate someone is off for a specific period of time, you can make a time off shift by checking "This is a time off shift." When you assign a time off shift, Schedule Anywhere blocks this period of time as off and will not allow the employee to be scheduled. Hours for time off shifts are not included in the total scheduled hours calculation. Since shifts are schedule specific, you only need to set up the shifts that will be assigned on each schedule. Before you create all your shifts, take some time to figure out what your shifts are going to be and what you're going to name them. This will make the setup process much faster and easier. If you need to add more details to shifts, you can do this with shift tags. Shift tags are a simple way to explain where someone will be working or what someone will be doing. For example, if someone will work at a different location each day, you can use shift tags to indicate locations. It's up to you whether a shift can have a shift tag and whether a shift tag is required. An optional labor pay code field is available if you plan on integrating Schedule Anywhere with other software systems. Shift tags are schedule specific and defined by going to Setup, Shift Tags, and clicking the Add New Shift Tag button. Each shift tag must have a unique name and abbreviation. Enter an optional labor, pay code, and description. Any shifts that has a shift tag will inherit the labor pay code of the shift tag. Click the Save button when finished. If you need to add recurring details to daily work schedules, you can do this with explanations. Explanations are a quick way to add simple notes like on-call, no-show, or tardy. For example, if an employee does not show up for a shift, you could add a no-show explanation to their schedule for that day. Explanations are defined by going to Setup, Company Maintenance, Explanations, and clicking the Add New Explanation button. Each explanation must have a unique name and abbreviation. A description is optional. Click the Save button when finished. Unlike shifts, once you create an explanation, you can use it on any schedule. There is no limit to how many explanations you can create. Once you have defined your shifts, shift tags, and explanations, you are ready to start scheduling your employees. To learn how to assign shifts and explanations, watch the video Assigning Shifts, Shift Tags, and Explanations. Thank you for your interest in Schedule Anywhere, the leading employee scheduling app. For more information, please go to scheduleanywhere.com or call 1-800-874-8801.